welcome back to Kidsito sometimes.
Hello.
Hi, it's us.
I'm workshopping that one. Hello.
Hello.
I don't think it'll work. I'm feeling rusty. I'm not going to lie, a little bit nervous.
Me too.
That's why I've dressed for the occasion. I'm just joking, I'm not nervous.
I am a bit nervous.
Really? Okay.
But I'm excited.
How bad do your nerves get? About anything, really?
Real bad, like crippling.
Really?
Yeah, you remember how I was on our third date. I was shaking.
Not good.
No. I couldn't even hold my knife and fork properly. Just like grrr.
You're like, I've been on an airplane with turbulence.
I remember your mom said
shaky. That's the biggest load of nonsense.
I was. The fourth time I came over to your house, I was still shaking, believe it or not. And your mom saw me and she was like, shame, like, have you not eaten in a while? You know, it's like those like glycemic is just going down.
I just say she's a shaker, ma. She's a shaker. But yeesh. Been a while.
It has. I don't even know how long it's been since we last.
How personal do we get on this podcast? I kind of say everything, hey?
Yeah.
Yeesh. Dealt with a bit of a mental health episode. Mm-hmm. It's very different to men's health, or being on the cover of Men's Health. Mental health, not as fun.
Not as glamorous.
Also not as ripped, even though I did bench press. 80 kilograms. Yeah. So if you see me in the streets, you don't want the smoke, son. Because if you lean across my chest, I can push you up. Only maybe if you weigh 80. Anything over than that?
Only if you lightweight.
Yeah, I'd say line up no fatties, but because that would be true. Over a certain weight, it's not to say that if you weigh more than 80, I weigh more than 80 marginally. This is getting weird. Okay. This is getting toxic. Whatever your body is, love yourself, that sort of stuff, but also exercise and love yourself. That you must exercise.
Good for the mental health. Exercising.
It is. So, people are always like, you must talk about mental health. And I was like, I've just had so I don't think you have to get into detail.
It's a bit different when it's your own mental health, I feel.
It's like anything. It's funny if it's not happening to you. That actually doesn't apply to mental health. I've never looked at somebody who's got depression and I'm like, wow. Sucks to be you loser.
Yeah, definitely doesn't apply like that.
Change the way. I think I'm more empathetic now. I'm also more pathetic.
No,
I'm only joking.
I think that anything like that does help you become more empathetic.
So after 60 episodes of me telling you to go to therapy, I am in therapy. And
I want to find the episode where we were talking about therapy and you were just like, fundamentally, I don't believe in it. Then go back to Sam a month ago. So I need a therapist.
I never said I don't believe in therapy. I always told people to go to therapy. I just for some reason could never do it.
Fair.
But now therapy is hectic because like these guys, they want, I have such a desperate need to impress people that I just find myself lying to this guy. I'm just like, that didn't happen, but no, I don't lie to him. It's a safe space. But I do that thing where, like he's got an appointment afterwards and I'm like, I wonder what the hell's wrong with this person coming in.
I also do that with my therapist. I think Sam and I were saying like if it was actually us paying for our therapy bills, we'd be like, okay, we got to get into this. But my therapist, he's so great. We chat about paddle.
Yeah, we'll chat about paddle as well a bit later because...
He was like, you got to get into that. We have fun.
I know. Thank God for Discovery. We're rich. But yeesh. There'd be no chit chat with my therapist if I was footing the bill. No ways. No. We don't even get paid that much to talk, but boy are we back and happy to be back. So thank you for bearing with us. And wow, some people say they're about mental health, but how many people you hear talking about it? So if you've come here for news, you're at the wrong place. This is about opinions of the news, all right? We're a bit like the Daily Maverick.
I was going to say, that's sounding daily.
These are just opinion pieces, baby.
They call them opinionistas, which I do like.
It's similar to a barista. Yeah, in Cape Town, a barista be chatty. Can I have a flat white? We don't do that. Anyway.
Probably just as pretentious, us.
Yeah. as Nicki Minaj once said,
I took some time off, but now it's game time, bitches.
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
What about my anaconda don't?
She also said that.
You know, okay. I was teeing you up because I didn't know what Nicki Minaj was.
You didn't.
This one is for the boys in the booming system. That's the one I know. But yeah, thank you for all of your support in 2022. Yes. We won all the awards we were nominated for, which was 0. But we did get featured in Apple Podcasts.
We did.
The editors thing that they do at the end of the year, they love us. They can't get enough of us. So there's that.
Yeah. No, that was super cool. We didn't even check it.
Yeah.
I think we both just sort of thought like, let's just not even check it. Like, we're probably not going to get featured. And then I checked like halfway through Jan. I was like, hey, that's us. That's so cool.
And
so thank you.
We the best music. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then in terms of the break, this just in, folks. Paddle, yes, it might be designed for rich white people. But heck, I love it. There's nothing better. You know, do they want to use that as their main sort of advert? Maybe. But
what about KETS paddle? I think we should change it from a KETS running team to KETS paddle.
Well, the running team never existed. I feel like we've been lying to people for years.
It's coming soon.
But we are doing an event with Okia.
Yes, on the 11th of Feb.
11th of Feb with the Running Late... Jesus, just took on my mic. With the Running Late Club. It'll be hard to clip this. So maybe we use that as the running. It'll be a bit of a cop-out. Come through, you'll get interviewed, there's all sort of activations. Who knows, you could meet someone. Probably not. But, you know, like all single people, it's good to be internally hopeful.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Michele will be there.
Internally. Both.
Yes.
Who knows? Yeah. What else have you been up to? Well, how do you really... when you step on the paddle court, what are you thinking?
Honestly, I just try hit the ball.
True.
But it's fun. It's really fun. I got heat stroke the first time I played paddle.
It was embarrassing.
It's really hot on there. So I like it if you go in a group of 6 and then you just rotate.
It's also cheaper because paddle is expensive. I met someone, well, I didn't meet him. I know who he is. We spoke to each other. He says he's playing paddle 7 times a week. I was like, all right, why don't you just show us your pay slips? Because that's big money.
Sam is the only person I know who plays paddle with his dentist, which I love. Who we want to have on the podcast because he's so cool.
He is so cool. Also good at root canal. So, you know, get a man who can do you both. Paddle also got me back into tennis. No, not really. But we're watching the Australian Open. And Breakpoint on Netflix, Drive to Survive.
It's just brilliant, eh? The way that they can make sports exciting. Some people said...
I thought a sport was exciting already.
Some people said Breakpoint failed to do the only thing it was meant to do, make tennis interesting. I was like, that's not true. Even us, we like watching the Australian Open. We're like, curious.
I hate film reviews and all those sort of things because the person just is trying to be witty. So... they're always rude, you know, so get over themselves.
It's easy to earn. I've really enjoyed it though. And then who's Berrettini as well? He made it kind of far, semi-finals.
Yeah, he's been in the top 10 for a while. I think he might. Anyway, who knows? But I actually myself nearly fell asleep talking about tennis now. Yeesh.
It is quite a nice sound to fall asleep to. That and Formula One. That'll send me. And cricket, actually.
Test cricket.
I
love it because the commentators just start chatting.
It's like white noise. Yeesh. Yeah.
Yeah. The paddle court, lots of white noise there as well. White people.
That was a good one. Yes. But let's get into it. It's back to school season.
Oh, is this it?
News, but not really. But kind of.
Yeah. You know,
informative-ish.
Ish. Like I said, it's opinionistas from your 2 favorites, baristas. No, come on, what are we doing? Rhyming things.
You know, that's the kind of thing that I think will actually stick eventually. Just God's, anyways. But Matrics have gotten their marks back as well. If I think back, and it was a long time ago. It was 5 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago. For Sam, even longer.
Decades.
But I just remember the stress I felt before I was getting my marks back. You know,
I wasn't stressed. I knew I had done very well.
Okay.
No, I mean, come on. Well, first of all, congratulations to all of the Matrics. irrespective of how you did. School's very hard. You've had load shedding,
COVID.
COVID, everything. So well done. I think South Africa had a pass rate of like 80%.
Yeah.
Which is, pretty good. And again, it's such a touchy subject because education in South Africa, like so many things, is so divided. So,
lots of dropouts.
Yeah, and it's access to resources, all that sort of stuff. But so you've got people at private schools creaming at getting 8 A's, 9 A's, and then other people from other areas of the country just passing. So whatever you did, we hope that you're happy with your results, and that if you aren't, it really isn't the end of the world.
That's true. I really actually do wish I'd heard that in Matric. Because, I think that's also why I was so nervous. I was like, in my mind, I was like, how am I going to get into Harvard? I don't know why I thought I was going to Harvard. I don't even want to go to Harvard. But I was just like, ever since I was in grade 1.
You wanted to go to Harvard?
I want to go to Harvard. And then every time I would get an A, I was like, Harvard's going to love this. I was in grade 4.
Jeez.
My dad was like, chill.
Daddy, chill.
I think that's why I struggled with mental illness. But anyways.
No, but I also I remember when I got my matric results back, I was on a houseboat in Knysna.
Oh, excuse us.
We're rich. And my girlfriend at the time had just gotten 5 A's. And I was waiting for my results. And her dad was like, you're so stupid, blah, blah, blah.
Hectic.
To me, yeah. And I was like, I didn't even care what I got as long as I just equaled or beat her.
Not even because of her.
To show him that his spawn was stupid. And she was very intelligent. She very clever person. And I also got 5 A's. So he could say, what you going to say now, you little rat bastard? So, we had a good relationship, me and the old pops. Yeesh.
Yeah. Yeah,
and my brother got 7 A's. Well done,
Congrats.
Rupert. We made a joke. We've made lots of jokes about you not being able to read on the podcast, and you got it together. You got it together, and I know you're falling asleep right now while you listen to this. Well done on your 7 A's. We're real proud of you. Huh? You bring a tear to my eye, you little cocksucker. Yeah, it could never be all good. So well done, Rupert.
Well done, yeah, and well done. Although, I don't know. I went out for dinner.
Are you cancelling Rupert's well done?
No, I said well done.
Okay.
But I saw in the news this one guy got gifted an Audi S3.
A South African matriculant.
Yes. Got gifted an Audi S3, which is like, it's almost close to R1 million.
Oh, wow.
He got gifted it before he got his results back. He said, my parents had faith in me. I was like, Aish, what if you didn't get any A's? We'll be exchanging that for a little Honda Jazz.
Yo, that reminds me of this guy, Chris. He got like a PlayStation 3 game for every subject he passed. People were not impressed with this guy.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if he just passed subjects. This was...
He got multiple
throughout school, he got... games, yeah. When games were expensive, they're like 400, 500 rand at the time. So yeah, no. An Audi. Well, good for him.
Honestly, living his best life.
And also good for the parents. Like I had a lot of, not a lot of doubt, but actually I don't know what I'm saying.
I was going to say, you literally were just saying, I had no doubt.
I was just starting to think of self-doubt, but it had nothing to do with matric. It's a natural human emotion. So, anyway, just a caveat to that. We are also bringing back guests because we haven't had guests for a while. So, this year, we're sorting out our monetization properly. KETS to the moon. We'll hopefully be bringing you a couple of different shows, some more sports content. So we're very excited. Let us know. Send us DMs, comments on sort of stuff, what you're keen to see, because we love that sort of feedback, and we can also program that into the show.
Yeah.
Unless you're weird, like we've said before, like you come with weird stuff, it ain't going to be put on. So... that is what it is.
In those Q&As, and people ask about our sex life, and why do you think that people
do people do that?
Yeah, they were like something about being freaky or something.
Oh, yeesh.
It's what makes you think we're going to answer that?
No, butt stuff only.
What?
So, speaking of butt stuff, Mpumalanga driving instructors have protested against increased bribery fees.
I love this. It's just so South African. Only in South Africa are you protesting against something that is illegal.
Yeah, so to clear up, this is like driving instructors who have their school businesses, that sort of stuff, that they're going to teach you the K53 way or how to drive. So they're complaining that when they take you to the what do they call it? The driving station, the traffic department. I'm here at the driving station. That the driving instructors, the prices are too high. We can't keep up with this pass rate.
Yeah,
so
it's gone up from, which is steep to begin with, 1,700 Rand to 2,000 Rand.
Yeah. That a 300 Rand increase, that seems in line with inflation. Quite frankly, I think bribery.
It does.
In South Africa, fair enough. Would you have paid 1,700 Rand to know you were going to pass? Say you obviously can drive, which everyone thinks they can do. But,
Listen, I've got a theory that my driving instructor might have actually paid for me to pass.
You really think that?
No, but like maybe.
What a strong theory.
No. I say that because we did like the yard and everything, did great. And then we went onto the road, and Sam will tell you, it's caused many a fight.
It's hell in there.
I can't tell the difference between my left and my right often. So
someone say crucial aspects of driving.
The last minute right, left. So he says, okay, take a left turn. And I indicate right. And he goes left. I'm like, B, I heard you. And I'm like going right.
Shut up.
And he says, no, left. And like he should have failed me then. Yeah. And he just sort of like closed his eyes and kind of went to sleep.
I've heard so many stories of people being like, my driving instructor was just asleep.
Yeah, he literally was.
It's called passive income. You secure the bribe and then you fall asleep. Everyone's doing it these days.
Facts.
So this also follows the report that in Mpumalanga, oh no. That's the wrong page. I started talking about there are notes here about Jeffrey Epstein. Chloe, we said we're going to keep... Imagine that. Jeffrey Epstein pops up in Mpumalanga, of all places.
Yo, I thought you were dead.
Oh, my word. No.
He's there with David Mapusa.
But no, someone commented on the story. It's like, we live in a movie and Cyril got the camera. But Cyril just does whatever he wants, He probably paid for his license. Again, allegedly.
I love that. There's also someone who said, wait for Black Friday.
Yeah, you just go with your mate, 2 for 1.
Surely we both pass?
You just sleep in the back there while your friend drives. So, no, that feels like something else. Did you pass your drivers? You did first time.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
The people who can't drive pass first time.
You keep spreading this fake narrative. Of course I can drive.
It's one of my theories. But I failed.
How many times, huh?
I only failed once. And then the other time the car failed. But I don't want to put this driving instructor's business in jeopardy.
Fair enough.
And then, it's traumatic. But it's also like if you're 25 watching this, have access to a car or finances to a car, and if you haven't got your license, you got to check yourself, okay, because it'll change your life.
It is an anxiety-inducing experience. Like, I wasn't told that I could smile for my driver's license photo, so it's terrifying. I'm literally like, I'm like deadpan.
Are you not confusing that with the how to handle baboons?
What?
Because that's what everyone always says. If a baboon comes into your house, don't smile because they don't know you're being friendly. They think you're showing aggression. Something about the teeth.
Really?
So what do you mean don't smile? That's for treating baboons and ID photos. No smiling.
Well, you see, no one told me I could smile my driver's license.
You're supposed to smile and wear a short skirt. That's what my mom said. So if you have a problem with that, I'll drop her email down below.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Speaking of life-changing events, Eskom. Oh, that's a tough one. Many of you are probably listening / watching this in darkness or with like the smell of diesel or the hum of a generator nearby. And then you're one of the lucky ones.
Jeepers. So to the news, I guess, first is that I'm sure most of you have heard, but we're going to have 2 years of semi-permanent load shedding, which is basically like every day unless maybe it's Christmas, right? Like
or election day.
Yeah. Remember us?
Yeah, it's us.
We're going to try and keep the lights on. So that's depressing. But when we got back
but Eskom announced they were like, 2 years load shedding guaranteed, and people are like, why are you saying this? They were like, to bring stability. And only in South Africa, they're like, you know what? Let's just be honest with people. And, South Africans won't reply too negatively to this. It's just...
Honestly, I appreciate that more than them not telling us.
Nah, I'd rather just day-to-day it. I don't... Now everyone...
I mean, it is kind of still day-to-day. Sometimes they throw in like a stage 6, and apparently the threat of stage 8 is still around.
No, but it's terrible now because this 2-year thing, everyone now talks to you. Yes, say you're on a green mamba, eh? You got that South African passport, not me. Malta. Yeah, I'm Maltese. No, you're not. Yeah. But if anyone is selling passports or anything,
we're buying.
Let me know. Chloe's a German citizen, never been to Germany in her life.
Almost.
That's unbelievable.
Hello. Whenever I hand in my German passport, then, when you like overseas, then it's such panic because I can't speak German. Or I can't speak it very well. Very basic. And they say, oh, hallo, wie geht's? And I'm like, hi, how are you? like I cannot hold the conversation.
Kunjani. When last did someone say Kunjani to you, and who were they? Let us know. But that's exciting.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah. And also when we came back from holiday, for some reason we just weren't getting loadshedding. And at first, Sam and I, we just didn't tell anyone because we were like, if we speak about it,
they'll know.
They're listening, and then it's going to stop. So we were going to get an electrician in to put in an inverter. Which also, side note, how expensive are those?
When I said we're rich, we ain't that rich.
Nay.
No, and he's like, it can basically do nothing. He's like, maybe like half a plug will work. Half a plug? What the fuck? He didn't say that. that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, but of course, when we tell the electrician, don't even worry about it, we're not getting load shedding, then we start getting load shedding.
Yeah.
So
he was so passive aggressive. He was like, there are lines out the door. I was like, we know, okay. You don't have to rush this generator or inverter sale. But it's pretty depressing because Eskom came out and they were like, well, fuck you guys as well. You owe us 52 billion, and that's quite a lot. If companies that we work for, or, in this case, municipality, even owed us 1,000 rand, I'm not doing any work. So you can understand Eskom being like, nah. Nah.
But it also does, I think, shed the light of corruption's not only happening in Eskom. It's trickled down to everywhere.
Yeah. Who's our favorite mayor just because he's a cutie? Jordan Hill Lewis. He was there with his clean audit. He looked like a grade 1 showing the classroom he's drawing. This is a clean audit in Cape Town. Is it true? I don't know. But it's it was some refreshing news.
If you guys haven't seen his Twitter, you have to go.
He just loves it. He just cute. He just does like the sort of stereotypical politician who like goes into communities, surfs the one day, watches the cricket match, kisses babies. He does it, and he does it well. I think I like watching him do it.
I also just like that sometimes he just like pulls over on the side of the road. He sees like a bunch of like municipal workers working, and he just goes and takes a photo with them. He puts on their hat. He like ambushes them.
Sometimes they fight back. They're prisoners, Jordan. But no. Speaking of the DA, Papa Steenhuisen, John Boy, he says Eskom is in a death spiral. And the government has no intention of doing anything about it because, that's the ANC. And, yeesh, what more can we say? What's funny is like people come on and give their like opinions. So I think Rob Hersov, he's this like billionaire, South African billionaire. He's gone on a few podcasts now. He's big. He seems like a more, appealing Gareth Cliff. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's, he's quite charismatic and all, but he was like, in Cape Town, there's submarines and the submarines have nuclear power and we just hook them up to the grid. And
like a Tesla.
And bro, even people on TikTok were like, the submarine's powered by like diesel or something. And it was just like, everyone's got their fix and everyone's like solar. And then you get the solar quote. You're like, I don't have 150,000 rand. So it's...
Oh, yeah. And then, there's also like privatizing it. Which then, that would probably be with the Chinese. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what they're saying? The old Chinese. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know. I don't know what you were doing.
I don't have anything to say about the Chinese. But the DA has proposed the whole sort of private producer thing, and we'll see.
Listen, I'm just scared to talk about Eskom now because look what happened to poor Ruyter.
Well, podcaster versus like CEO of Eskom is different, but I get you.
Bring your own coffee.
They try to poison the boy. And
Poor dude, hey? Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, okay.
No, but I'm pretty sure he said he was poisoned. And he survived. And the hospital found elevated levels of cyanide in his blood.
Cyanide. And that's like, the only way that you can tell if you're drinking cyanide is like it's kind of got an almond taste. Imagine he drinks his coffee with almond milk. You would never know.
He'd never know. That's just another reason to get back on the milk. Or unless you drink, oat milk.
Come to Okja.
Come to Okja for a good time, man. Okja is a bit like Schecter's Raw. Only attractive people go there. So
I think the per capita good lookingness is high.
I bring it down occasionally when I step in there, choking through the roof.
I fell for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I don't know. It's also, there's chat of dam levels and water, and I say, guys,
we can't. No, we can't.
And everyone in Cape Town has some form of gastro, which is just a fancy way of saying you're either shitting or vomiting profusely.
I've got gastro.
It's like, yes. So I don't know. I'm off the tap water, but I drank tap water the other day, begrudgingly. I was very hot though. So I risked it. Who knows? Who knows what will happen with my tum-tum? We just
with my tum-tum.
My tummy's sore, so it's been a good time.
And enough of this local news. Globally, you know what I saw? This was on TikTok. My biggest source of news is Ronaldo. Allegedly, apparently, reportedly, Saudi Arabia is bending their marriage laws to accommodate for him and his, I don't even know if she's a fiance, girlfriend?
Sighting.
Well, not a sighting.
Baby mama.
I'm pretty sure they have kids.
She is flames.
What's her name again?
Georgina Rodriguez.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Didn't even hesitate.
Recent search history. Great OnlyFans content. One of my only subscribes of the year.
There's no way she's on OnlyFans.
She probably is, and Ronnie would love it.
Ronnie as well, mind him.
Ronnie would be jealous just if she got more money than him. I'm the best. Yeah. That's definitely what Ronaldo does when he has sex.
Yeah.
As soon as he comes, inshallah, that was when we do it again. Yeesh, what is this podcast turned into?
I don't know.
But so Saudi Arabia, they were like, gay people, yuck. Ronaldo and premarital sex, awooga. And it's just crazy. It also just shows like if you have enough money or popularity, you can do anything. Unless you're gay in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So
it's just that like religion can be bent for money.
Yeah.
Or, there's sort of like strict laws around religion.
Is Saudi Arabia against gay people?
Yes, very much so.
That's not cool. So if you're a Saudi Arabian government official, take 2 of those.
And we pack them away.
And
bring our own coffee to work.
You stay in Saudi Arabia. No, it's crazy.
I just think that's wild to be so famous that a whole country bends their laws.
And this was also big in the World Cup. People are going like, well, you've got to respect the place's culture. Okay, I get that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But also my opinion, and I'm sure it's shared by many and also detested by many, is that I think, being gay is very natural, and that's either how you're born or maybe something changes along the way, but that's who you are. And there's such a large population of people that are homosexual that it's just like, what's going on here, everyone? Not with the homosexuals, not with the gay people, but it's like, how can you, this is normal. This is not deviant. This person is just gay and that's who they are. And I don't think their whole identity needs to be built around that. It's cool, that's their aspect. It's like, cool, you're heterosexual, whatever, who cares? And what's a person like? So
you said it, Sam.
It's not like, oh, they must fit the culture. It's like, what do you mean? They're just not like gay people in Saudi Arabia? Are you nuts?
Are you nuts,
These
Saudi
nuts.
Arabia?
Chukun these nuts, Saudi Arabia.
These nuts gets without fail. It will always get him.
The sweetest lady who works at Okja. She must be middle-aged black lady, very sweet, kind. She wears an Okja cap that says "these nuts." And I'm not sure if they told her or if she's just got the best sense of humor ever.
Sure
because she's just out here, she's like, serving you coffee. And you're like, these nuts.
I'm sure that you forget that that's what it says when you go. You're just wearing your cap. You know what I mean? You're not thinking about it all the time.
Yeah. She walks to church with a cap. These nuts.
The other ones are great as well. It's like creamy AF. My parents are like, where'd you get that cap from?
Yeesh.
Let me tell you. Elon Musk is in the news again.
Is he ever not in the news?
That's true. But it's not for a good thing. So you would think he's broken a Guinness Book of World Records. A Guinness World Record he's broken.
There it is.
Finally. But not for anything too exciting. It's for losing the biggest amount of personal wealth.
How much did he lose?
His net worth dropped by $182 billion.
You see, I still think that's a good thing because, like, the man had 182 bill to lose. And I don't know why I said bill. I never speak of billions in terms of, like, how many bills do you have? Side note, we were in the sauna, as I do. It's where I get a good schwitz on, you know?
Okay.
Sweating. Not seductively. But anyway, there were, like, these guys in the sauna chatting. And it's hilarious what comes out of some of these people's mouths. And this guy was like, I'm a doctor, what. And I was like, listen, that's quite cool. Yeah. And then he was talking about this like yacht party he was recently at. And this guy's like a doctor. And he was describing it. He was like, this octopus rich. You know, he only has bad bitches on the boat. And I like looked up because I was like, I've never heard anyone say... I'm allergic to that. I've never been like, there's some bad, but maybe like when I was 7.
I was going to say your rap track sounded quite similar to that. I got bitches sipping on Hennessy.
Hey, you signed an NDA. No one's allowed to speak about that rap song. But yeah, so bar grade 10 me and this guy, I don't think anyone I've ever heard about. Bad bitches.
Imagine your surgeon just saying, I think it is weird though, because we do hold doctors to a much higher standard. Like, the rest are just people. And in the sauna, anything seems to go.
It's part of the Hippocratic Oath, only to surround yourself with bad bitches. Ironically, doctors do get them baddies though.
That's true. Mm-hmm. Especially the plastic surgeons.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't take your homework. Oh, fuck. Don't take your work. It's not worth... No. Don't take your work home with you. And then they do.
Yeah.
And then they pump their work. Pete Pompis? Me so horny. Can I get a Hoya? No. I see people do that. Like, go up to random people. Can I get a Hoya? And they're like, get away from me. It's great. But so Elon's lost a lot of money. Do you have anything else to say about that?
Not really.
Would you get with Elon Musk?
Absolutely not. You know where I saw one of those photos where it's like, eat the rich, and then you go, and then it's like a picture of Elon, and then they go, never mind, I'm not hungry.
Yuck.
I'm not hungry.
There's a one photo. What the fuck is wrong with me? There's this one photo of him on one of his super yachts, and he looks like a fridge. And I was like, yeesh.
Dad bod.
Not even.
He's got a lot of kids. Like a lot of kids.
I would sleep with Elon Musk, but if I like got money.
I don't think that's happening.
Not in my future.
I feel like you'd have to pay him to sleep with him.
No, that's not how it works. Speaking of weird sexual sort of encounters, Prince Harry. Yeesh. I thought he was the fun one. You know, always growing up, he was like the naughtier one.
I think his book proves that.
Oh, no, his book proves he's a weirdo. I haven't read a single page. Full disclosure.
Obviously not. I think that the audiobook is way worse than reading it because you hear his voice.
It's not your voice, you know. Yeah. It's his.
And when he says todger. And he, you know.
Who calls their penis a todger? What's the funniest thing you heard describe a penis? I like Willy. I think Willy's very funny. It also makes the penis quite unthreatening. Willy. Try integrate that into your bedroom talk. Just be like, touch my willy.
I feel like that, in my mind, that's how British people do dirty talk.
No way.
Oh, please touch my willy.
No,
love.
they're gross. I can say, I'm not even going to do it because we respect, the English language too much.
The excerpts I've heard from this book are so cringe.
They're terrifying. When he's talking about his penis and putting cream on it, and then he's like, it reminds me of my mom. I'm like, that's weird.
You could not torture this information out of me. Like, you just couldn't.
You couldn't.
No. It's so embarrassing.
And he's just giving it up. That's their whole thing. They're like, we want to be left alone. Here's an audio book, 3 podcasts, and a movie. So,
and also here's my diary. There's another part where he talks about losing his virginity. This book is wild.
And what does he say?
So many people. He said that it was with an older woman and
his mom. R.I.P.
Honestly, it was very vague. He doesn't say who the older woman is.
That's how the royals do it. They teach their yuck.
Anyways, and he said that she rode him like a horse and treated him like a young stallion.
Why? Though I find that arousing.
No, he said. I thought in the clip at the end it goes no.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm downloading this audiobook. This is a must-listen-to audiobook.
I just want to play that.
You must find it. No copyright intended. Mummy, will you ride me like a horsey?
Hopefully.
I suspected he was referring to my recent loss of virginity with an older woman. She liked horses quite a lot and treated me not unlike a young stallion. Quick ride, after which she'd smack my rump and sent me off to graze.
Bruh, who the hell edited this?
She'd slap me on my rump.
Yo.
Hectic.
Maybe I want a rump slapping. That sounds quite exciting. No, man. Come on, guys.
Whose horse is that?
We've lost shame. There's no more shame in this world. What's the book called? Just in case anyone wants to download it or listen. Spare.
No,
Jeez, spare us these fucking intense details.
Yeah, it's called Spare.
And then it's been sold in a bookstore here in this one photo, and right underneath it is how to kill your family. So, oh well. We've got some positive sports news because it's good to be positive. And I think we are for the most part.
I also agree. There's some episodes where we do get, I think, a little bit too into South African politics.
Because I got depression.
Where it becomes depressing. But sorry. Go
on. No need to apologize. But the South African T20 Cricket League. Wow. What a good product, finally. And as you can see, South Africans love sport. We reward good sports, come out in big numbers. All the stadiums are full. It's fantastic. I don't understand why they prepare pitches that spin so much. We're not in fucking Mumbai, even though all the teams are IPL franchises. We want to see runs. We want to see runs on the board.
We do.
We're the cheerleaders, though. I also feel we miss those. I love those cheerleaders.
Yes. Where are they? The rugby, they've got it right. Those cheerleaders are great.
Oh, and the male ones. I like that they're men ones as well.
Yes, yeah.
They were dancing. Chloe said, "Is that the rugby player?" I was like, "Yeah." Evan Roos just does a strip show before he runs out and.
You ruined the illusion. It would just be so much better.
It would be much better.
Like just their warm up.
But I'm so proud of this SA20 league, and I hope it grows and I hope it continues. But yeah, it's been great.
I hope it continues so that maybe I can catch the ball.
That betting thing, that Betway.
It's genius.
Title sponsor Betway. I'll do anything, okay? You clearly got money to throw around. Throw it at KETS, and we'll catch it with one hand. The amount of people I've nearly seen decapitated live. It hit this girl in her hip, and she was so happy to be on the big screen. She miraculously recovered. So Betway,
shame.
You got the power. They doubled it to 2 million, which is so clever because now everyone speaks about it. But yeah, everyone goes to the cricket. And my favorite thing about people attending live sports is wherever they sat in the stadium, they sit down and they go, "Yeah, see, these are good seats, eh? Thanks, John. Thanks, boy. Great seats." And you're you can't see the field and you're right next to a toilet. But everyone, great seats, eh? And everyone then starts talking, hey, I got it, eh? Anywhere here. Did you play cricket? No. But anywhere here. Anywhere here. Got it.
I also feel like you find out who your real friends are. Yeah. Because I've seen people pushing people out the way and with their other hand.
No,
getting ready to grab
it's so brilliant and they talk about it all the time and everyone's chatting about it. There was a 6 hit very flat next to us and that destroyed my confidence because I was like...
It's too fast.
And you can't do that cup. You got to reverse cup it.
Yeah.
Because this is going to just whack you on your wrist. And you're going to feel like a kontoffel.
We'll be training.
So, but there are no more games at Newlands. So,
I'm sure they'll be back.
No, it's scheduled.
Yeah, at some point.
They don't make this up, but yeah. So
I felt almost just before we move on, the one guy, I felt so bad because he caught it. But part of the rules is that you can't fumble it or catch it on another part of your body. So he catches it, sort of presses it to his chest, and he's like, yeah, and then everyone around him is celebrating, he's celebrating, and the commentators are like, that doesn't count, does it? That doesn't count.
And it doesn't.
And I felt so bad.
I'm just telling you, if I catch that one-handed, if you think you know me, no, you don't. I'm done with all of this.
Sam said, I'm not coming home.
And I got that Betway account, so we move. But
we rich.
Yeah. No, there was some dough ball at Newlands last night who caught her with two hands, and he's just a purist of the game. He was like, but it was hit hard. Whoa, great catch. But maybe they should just give him a little bit of money, like 50 rand to bet on this weekend's rugby. Who knows? But hey, it's a good time.
I wanted to propose a new segment.
What you wanted to propose? I was like, yeesh, not on camera, queen. I don't think your personality could handle that.
Personality?
I don't know.
What?
Maybe because if I said no.
It's not live. We'll just cut it out and just forget it ever happened.
We always say we'll cut stuff out and then we just leave everything in. So what's your proposal?
Okay. My proposal is that we read Google reviews and we find like the funniest Google reviews from a specific establishment.
Okay.
Each week.
So who have you got for this week? I like it. Let's see how they go.
Okay. Mavericks is up. I just think it's hilarious to read reviews about a strip club.
Okay. And Mavericks is like such a well-known thing because they fly that thing around all the time. Okay. So
we starting off, they've got, which surprised me, 3.9 stars. So basically 4. And they've got 98 reviews.
Oh, yeesh.
Okay. This one, I feel like this one has to be satire.
Okay.
And it's from
Jesus
Hernandez. It's probably Jesus, but for the sake of comedy, Jesus. 4 stars. He says, great place to go for a family dinner. Or even a late lunch. Staff was super helpful, great service. Best part is that they're child friendly. Just love to be able to relax and unwind with my little Dylan. Happily playing with the other kids on site. Drinks are a bit pricey, but my wife and I will be back.
What is this? Jesus Epstein writing this review. Whoa, that must be a joke. But I like the response from the owner. Thank you so much. We're delighted you and your family had a wonderful time. We can't wait to see you again. That is pretty funny. You got to love it. A little sense of humor. Did they get any...
Thanks so much, Jesus.
Someone else said, horrid place, was ambushed late night by staff, was presented with a 7,500 rand bill, settled 5,500 under threat of violence. This place is dangerous at best. May they burn in hell. 26 likes. Yeah. Well, once you start paying for those dances, you're like, no. I only got the 2 songs. I'm not paying extra.
I don't know why people are surprised that, after an entire night of drinking and dancing, I've got to pay a lot of money. It's like Cafe Caprice. Like, come on.
Come on, people.
Where you burn in hell. I love this one. I found it's just 1 star and it's awfully ominous from Natasha. She says, I've emailed.
Yep.
I've emailed.
She ain't happy. And she's made contact. And then someone said, I thought it was a mug and bean. Pretty disappointed. You need to get your brain checked. And this person's got a lot of reviews. So
I was going to say, like,
that
maybe
also has to be a joke.
Must be. But the branding is kind of similar. Like, if you don't look at the naked woman as you walk in. You know what I mean?
Ooh, look at those buns. Mug and bean, don't they? Do big ass muffins. You go to the airport, you're like, it's either wimpy, has its pros and cons, pretty depressing, but you're going on a flight, so that keeps you buoyed. Or, a big ass muffin from Mug and Bean that you can't eat, but you'll attempt to do it anyway, and you actually will end up eating it, and an element of self-loathing will creep up as the plane starts to take off. So both big options. I like that segment. We must find more restaurants, and then we must go review the place.
Oh yes, I like that idea.
We've been saying we were going to do a Mavericks installment for long.
We did.
I think I'd be too scared.
Even me, but now after I'm reading the reviews, I feel like because it's kid friendly, like what do you have to worry about? Like you can just play with the other kids on site. So what was funny though?
Oh, those are kids. Yeesh.
That is weird.
That is weird, yeah.
I meant it in like a not so weird way.
Now imagine I said that, huh? Exactly.
The
So
world is different.
being a white man, is it the hardest thing to do in this world? Probably. Someone's got to do it.
I had to go to the police station the other day, and I'm like going down the street and I'm like, but this is Mavericks. The main police station is right next door to Mavericks. And I just thought, that's hilarious.
No wonder those case files take so long to be processed. Guys are just living it up. Living large.
Wait is an hour. Say no more.
Say no more.
Say no more.
Let's get a couple of... That's 3 songs. No, that's not the 3 songs. Those songs belong. But yo, what have you got for overrated, underrated? Just chuck some at me. We got to warm up. We got to get back into it.
I actually haven't prepared any. So
you haven't.
Off the top of my head.
Off the top.
Yeah.
Freestyling. Off the top of the dome. Live and direct. Okay. Sway 4-5. Grenades and 4-5s. Let's hear it.
Okay. Overrated or underrated? Paddle.
Paddle. Underrated. You've heard it before. Your friends, your colleagues, your ex-girlfriend, they told you, let's play. For real, you must play. It's the best.
You must go.
It's like impossible to be bad at. And if you play and then you're bad at it, let me know, because we'll chat.
Okay. Overrated or underrated? Drive to Survive.
Perfectly rated. Yeah, it's perfectly rated. I'm looking forward to watching it this season because the F1 season was so damn boring.
Yeah, let's see what they can do with it.
Max Verstappen sucks.
I live for the compilations that they make. Just Toto Wolff saying, Pumpernickel.
Yeah, Chloe's dad.
I have some Pumpernickel.
But Chloe's dad goes, oh, it's so fake. It's made up. Like, yeah, big guy. Just like television. What are you expecting? Still, they're just going to make it boring? Oh, no, he's a cutie. He also doesn't listen to the pod, so... Maybe Chloe's mom will tell him.
Okay. Overrated or underrated, which may relate to size, Prince Harry's Todger.
Prince Harry's Todger.
What are you thinking?
I think he's got a bang average dick, but when he gets that Elizabeth Arden Cream on it, underrated F.
It's quite an erotic experience with it. Apparently, yeah.
It is.
Okay.
An erotic experience for all.
Okay. Last one.
Okay.
Overrated or underrated? Wimpy.
Wimpy. We've done it before, haven't we? But Wimpy is underrated. There's nothing quite like your tomato sauce having the same consistency as a glass of water. So, underrated. Wimpy.
Your lekker breakfast.
Is that their thing? Your lekker breakfast?
Yeah, isn't it Wimpy? Your lekker breakfast. They stole it from MP.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Maybe that was just a dream. I'm pretty sure that was.
It was a dream last night.
This was Spur. This was a very old Spur ad. And it was a woman and she's got like massive boobs, right? And she's got a plate of food in front of her. You just see her chips and she goes, and she like pulls the waiter over. She goes, excuse me, forgot my breast. And he just like pushes it out and it's under her breast.
We love it. We love those ads. So if you make ads, make more of those ones.
One more.
But that's it for us, hey? That's our first... this is like getting back into... Fatigued, hey, guys. Not going to lie to you. Pretty tired.
Oh, but I had so much fun.
I did have fun, but I'm tired now. Maybe a 3-hour nap on the cards.
Yeah. I still have to go to gym.
Okay, but now we're just rattling things off. It was good to be back. It's the start of our year on the 24th of Jan. We actually have been working, just in case you think we're lazy.
Yeah.
But it's the start of KETS. What an exciting year. We're happy to be back. We're happy to have you. Chloe, as per usual, you were fantastic. Can't wait to see what we cook up this year.
Me too. I'm very excited. And please, like we were saying, please send us a DM about any sort of things that you'd like to see on other podcast episodes, other channels. Sam and I are thinking of like literally branching off and having KETS as
a network type thing.
So
guests you want to see, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll get cooking. But yeah, thanks so much for joining. We'll catch you on the flip of the flip.
Bye.